let's be honest. If you were left alone with your thoughts, how would that go?
Oh, bad.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. There's definitely a bitch up there.
There's a bitch up there?
In my head.
Is she being a bitch to you?
And if she's left alone, she'll be a bitch to me within me.
Hello, it's Wilko Courts, and this is... Shut up. Hello, it's Wilko Courts, and this is the podcast. Hello.
Sorry, you said dainty shoulders, and I just remembered I watched the Victoria Beckham doc last night.
And what do you think?
Now that's a set of dainty shoulders, isn't it? Like,
God.
She's barely supporting the T-shirt on her back. I love it, obviously, because I'm toxic. Yeah, I want to talk about Victoria Beckham another time. I have a different story for today, but I do want to. I want to delve.
It's 4 seconds in.
I know. I want to talk about. It's just something that happened to me in a cafe, and I want to know, like, am I overreacting for this, or was this like an odd place for this person to be? So just let me set the scene.
Set it.
I was at Wollongong a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know Wollongong that well. Maybe if you're listening, you know the area, but there's the Novotel at North Beach in Wollongong. And you just like cross the road. What? Why are you laughing at that?
Because this episode has already just turned into you giving directions like some 50-year-old fucking white man who loves to talk about how they got somewhere that day. That's like the peak conversation for them. Yeah,
like,
so I took the motorway, I took the M1, and then I just, instead of like going through the tunnel, I like darted around, and then I got over the bridge, and I didn't have to pay actually the toll. And then I turned right at the Novotel, and then boom, there I was.
Yeah, like when you're leaving any situation with a boomer and they're like, do you need directions? And it's like, I have had directions in a rectangle in my phone for like 15 years.
This is a computer.
Yeah, I don't need the directions, but they'll still be like, yeah, so you gotta hang a left. I have to hold my fingers up to know what left and right is. I need you to not tell me. No, I don't need it. It's not that bad. But they say things like travel west, and I wouldn't know west. Like, no chance.
Because you were never a Girl Guide.
No, exactly. See, you're a Boy Scout. You would know west.
Yeah, I know west and I know gay. And both of those things are covered in Boy Scouts.
Boy and Scout. The reason I tell you where I am situated is because if you know the Wollongong area, you know the cafe that I'm talking about, but I can't remember what it's called, but you cross the road, you cross actually the rainbow zebra crossing, allies.
Fuck, always pushing the agenda. It's disgusting. It's just disgusting.
They stole that flag.
We get it. You kiss each other and you're the same sex. Like, fucking stop it.
I don't know why they had to make the rainbow their thing.
Like, I'm fine.
Anyway.
Whatever you want to do behind closed doors is fine. Just don't do it in front of me.
Yucky. So you cross the rainbow and you go down the stairs and there's this cafe. It's right on the beach. So it's obviously popular. And it is always chock-a-block. I've never gone past this cafe and it not had just swarms of mammals just out the front waiting for their almond latte.
Right, okay. When you say mammals, you're not talking about like some sort of sea creature. You're talking about a human.
I'm talking about middle-aged men in Lycra.
Oh, mammals. Yeah. Fuck those mammals. Yeah. Oh, God, I forgot that that's what we called them. Oh, yeah. God.
Swarming, teeming.
Yeah.
With their, like, hot wives next to them. Side note, and this is not what it was about, but there was one mammal. You could see the whole outline of the squishy stuff in the Lycra on the butt.
Oh, God, when you said soft, I was like, wow, you could see a full VPL that was soft. Wow, that's incredible. Congratulations to him and his wife.
I would want it to be soft, not hard in, like, public. But you can see them. You see everything in that. It doesn't matter how
can see
big or
them.
small it is.
Yeah, and you know what? It doesn't matter how big or small it is. It never really looks great in Lycra.
No. And they've always got quite not to generalize, but very toned skinny legs. And then like a thick with two C's body a lot of the time.
A dad bod.
Do you agree? Is that a dad bod with skinny legs?
I think so. I think you can still have a dad bod. You can have, because the dad bod is just the bod part.
It's only the tummy.
It's just the middle section. Yeah. The rest of it, you
okay.
can still have skinny legs and have a dad bod.
Okay. So
Yeah.
then
I'm
the
just
dad
blessed
bod.
with all of it being thick.
Well, one part's average and then the rest is thick.
What part is average?
The part you always tell me is just very average.
No, it's average. The thickness is good. Girth is not my problem.
Okay,
Length
so
isn't
it is
my problem either when you wake it up. I just wished I see all these shows and, like when we see in White Lotus, we're talking about my dick, by the way, in case you were wondering. I just see all these shows like in White Lotus and stuff, and they have the prosthetic peens, and they're just like perfect penises flaccid. And you're like, mine's fine once it gets it going, but it's like
But beforehand, they're nothing to write home about.
No,
generally.
it's the definition
They're
of
very
grower, not a
funny.
shower.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm around all these growers, not showers
Great.
at this cafe in Wollongong, and it's
The one across the road
bustling.
from the Novotel.
Yeah, and I've just finished my run because I wanted to be part of that crew,
are you wearing
So I've
tights?
got a sweat on, I've got my tights on,
Oh, shit.
and I just think, well, I'm just going to grab a coffee
Yeah.
before I go back to being a mother. And
Wait, does it
I
pause?
was prepared.
Do you pause, like when you go and exercise, is that when you pause motherhood?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you forget. So if you were out and about and someone's like, you got kids, you're like, no, I don't.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
just-
I'm a single woman
I'm
living
just out
my
here
life.
exercising. I don't.
Yeah, I'm not a
kids.
homeowner. I'm not a mother. I have no worries. My money I just spend on myself on coffees
And
at
Lululemon.
this-
Yep.
And Lululemon, exactly right. So I order my coffee and I'm prepared to wait. By the way, I ended up waiting for like 25 minutes for this coffee, and I was going to say no disrespect, but some disrespect wasn't good enough for me to wait that long.
Wow, you've
It was
done all
not that
this.
tasty.
You've done all this work on explaining to the friends of the pod of where this cafe is specifically, and now you're going to shit all over it.
Sound off in the comments. Have you been?
Yeah. Have you been to that shit cafe across the road from Novotel in Wollongong? And also, when you say yay or nay, tell us how you got there. Like, which way
Did you cross the rainbow bar? Or did you avoid that at all costs? Because that's an agenda.
Oh, that's a good episode so far.
So I sat down and there was just a few seats that had the backs to the wall, but they faced inward to the cafe. There's no indoor seating at this cafe except for like waiting seats. So it's not like you're looking at people sitting at tables or anything.
Yeah.
It's just a couple of seats along the wall. So I've sat down. There's one seat next to me, and then there's one more seat with a man sitting there. Okay, so there's an empty seat if someone wants to take it. No dramas. They're not super close to each other. I wouldn't have cared if someone sat next to me. Anyway, this woman orders her coffee and also is prepared to wait. So she starts making her way over to where I am, and I think, okay, she's going to sit next to me. No dramas. She gets quite close. Like, I'm talking like less than a subway, like a foot long. Like you've maybe eaten like a quarter of a 6-incher, and that's how much we've got left. You do the math on that. I don't know. But it's not quite a full foot-long sub,
Yep.
but it's more than a 6-incher.
No, you've really
Okay?
painted that picture.
So that's how close. Yeah, that's how close she is to me. Okay. But she doesn't face away from me.
Oh.
She faces me.
So do you go knees
So
to knees?
she's like, but she's standing.
Oh, right.
So she's standing over me,
Yeah. And
facing where I am, but there's a seat next to me, but she just stands there facing me. There's no window behind me, by the way. It's a door.
What is she looking at?
Like it's a wall. I don't know. I didn't want to look up. I didn't want to make eye contact because that's what would have happened if I looked up. I would have made our toes are practically touching, and she's standing facing me instead of just like just turn around.
Do you think if you did look up, she would give you like one of those hugs when someone's sitting down and you
That's
kind of
uncomfortable.
hug
That's
their
the
belly?
most uncomfortable kind of hug.
You hate hugs to begin with, but this would be the worst kind, is when they just hug you and they like hug your head and push you into their, or the only word that can come up to my
breast belly
brain is,
area.
Yeah. I thought gunt, but that's not the right part.
Oh, she was tall, so it could have been the gunt area.
Gunt,
Well, that's what I was like. Are you trying to like get my attention? Because I don't know why else you would face me this close. There's nothing beyond me that you could possibly be looking at. Like, if there was a window behind me, I would go, oh, she's looking at the ocean.
Yeah.
Because did I mention we're just across from the ocean,
the rainbow,
the Novotel with the rainbow,
the mammals,
right there on the beach with the mammals. So you go, okay, if there was a window behind me, she's looking out at the ocean, she's taking it all in. But I had to rule that out. It was just a wall. As far as I could tell, she wasn't on her phone, which is weird. Like, I just had to be on my phone because I didn't want to look up. But she just chose to stand there, and I just thought, that's surely a social faux pas.
That's it?
That's it.
Look, I get what you're saying. Here's the thing. I think she's living in her world and she's not even, because you're so dainty and petite, we started saying that. She didn't even realize that you were there.
I was so small in the chair.
Yeah. And this is where I think you wanted this whole thing to go. So I hope I'm doing a good job as your
Tell
friend.
me I'm tiny. Tell me I'm
exactly,
so tiny. She couldn't
exactly
see
what you
me.
wanted. There's so many times where people have no awareness of their surroundings. Like they are so firmly living in their main character world that to her, you're just an NPC. You're a non-player character. So you're one of those ones that are just like walk like up against the wall. You're just walking down the street. No one's controlling you. You're nothing to her. But she
extra.
And she can just go right up to you and chuck her gun in your face, and that's fine because she's not on her phone. She's not even looking anywhere. She's just living in her complete main character energy world.
Wow. Okay. That's okay. Because to me, I was just like, there needs to be some like social awareness.
No.
But I guess it's gone now, right?
Oh,
social
it's all
awareness
gone.
is gone.
Because there's too many things for us to think. So when we have time, and this is what we all try to do now. Remember when we were young and stuff? Oh, God, remember? And when we were young, we would just have all this time to think and be bored. But now, when you do have those times, so maybe she didn't have a phone on her and she was like, oh, God, I'm drifting into my brain and I'm thinking things. Then your brain starts thinking a lot. Like, let's be honest, if you were left alone with your thoughts, how would that go?
Oh, bad. Yeah. Yeah. There's definitely a bitch up there.
There's a bitch up there?
And in my head.
Is she being a bitch to you?
And if she's left alone, she'll be a bitch to me within me.
It's not really that different to the bitch that we see now. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that different.
But
like,
that's like she's a bitch to other people. If I've got other things to think about.
Okay. Look,
but if I've only got me to think about, that's bad.
It's definitely a faux pas. It's definitely something where she has no concept of like her surroundings and looking around. And especially, let's be honest, whenever you're waiting for a takeaway anything, there's no clear where do you stand these days.
Yes. Do you know what? Yes. Thank you. That is so true. And also they have, like at this cafe, they had your hot drinks and your coffees pick up on one side and then your cold drinks and your hot food pick up on the other side. But I'm like, but I'm getting a cold coffee. So do I go cold drinks or do I go coffee side?
That could go either way. That is a bisexual drink. That is both hot and cold.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So you're left wondering, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, well, did I, like I'd been there so long, did I miss my name? And it's actually over the other side. But no, I'm sure I've seen cold coffees get picked up there. Then I had to watch and I'm like, okay, I've confirmed cold coffees are this side. But you're right. Like you and I went to a cafe on the weekend and there was like a congregation of people just standing towards the side. But like they all already look like they had coffees. So then you go, well, what are they waiting for?
What
I guess
were
they're
they
getting
waiting
food.
for?
I don't know, but you're right. Like, where do you stand in any cafe? And then also the cafe, the people running the cafes, or the people at least who are making the coffees, they assume you've been there, so they assume you know where to go. But I haven't always been there, and so I don't know where to go. So some of them will have like a little window round the side that you go and stand and you'll get your coffee there.
And you also don't know if they're like coming out to say names. How close do I have to be? There's always a weird section. And the worst part is when you're waiting at a cafe or anywhere for takeaway. So you've ordered and then you're waiting, but then someone else takes over the till and they go, "Can I help you?" And you're like, "Oh no, I'm trying to not stand close, but I want to be close enough. So, but I don't need anything." And then also like people are like, "Hey, are you waiting?" And you're like, No. It's just,
it's all uncomfortable. And then what about if they don't take your name?
Oh.
And they're just like, okay, thanks. So you want a small latte? Like you're telling me that there's 15 other people here and you expect me to be the only one who's getting a small latte.
Yeah. And when they yell out small latte and you're like, is that me? Because that was quick.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I took someone's coffee the other day.
You thief.
I know. It was just lucky like they had not come back so they didn't miss it. So they got mine. But we had the same coffee. But we realized like, oh, wait, I would have been in this order. Take a name. Take a name, spell it wrong, say it wrong. I don't care. But take the name because at the very least I can be like, Cuntney? Yes, that is. I don't know.